Hey pups, so today we're doing something a little more, a little different than usual. Today we're going to be talking about asexuality and, demisexual, ality. And so I have a friend who, had a few questions about it, and I answered them for her. But it got me thinking. I was like, how many people out there, like, think about this and they don't have access to information about it, or they don't have friends who can answer their questions? So that's what this video is going to be about. I'm just going to explain a few things, and so that maybe this video can help you. Okay. So, first off, what is asexuality? Well, asexuality is the lack of sexual attraction to guy, girl, anything. Now, and disclaimer, we are talking about, like, be right back. Okay, so anyways, disclaimer, we are talking about like, asexuality, demisexuality, so you will hear stuff that has to do with that. Another disclaimer, I don't discriminate. I don't care if you're white, black, Japanese, Chinese, African American, male, female, transgender, gender fluid, any of that. I don't care. I mean, as long as you're a human, that's all that matters to me. So please, no one get offended if I say something that may sound offensive. I absolutely do not mean to offend anybody. I don't personally have any friends who are transgender, just simply because my circle of friends literally is the kids who go to my church. And my church is really small. There's literally 8 kids in my youth group. But I have met a transgender guy, and I only saw him for like a day. We were at an anime convention. And he was he was a really great guy. But yeah, so on with the main point of our video. So, asexuality is the lack of sexual attraction to someone. So that kind of explains itself. Like my friend, I'm not gonna say her name for privacy reasons, but she is asexual. Her sister is asexual, and my friend who had the questions, I believe she is going to identify as Demi along with me. So, how does one identify as asexual? They're also called people who are asexual also refer themselves as ace. They call themselves ace. That's how they identify. They say I'm ace. And they also will sometimes wear a black ring worn on the middle finger of the right hand. This is my demi ring. They're usually gray, but I went with stainless steel because it's so all the places I looked literally had like no gray rings that were just plain. Like I looked at like 5, 6, 7 different places, and they didn't have any solid gray rings. So I just went with stainless steel, and my friend said that that's probably what she'll go for too. But yeah, that's how asexual people and demisexual people identify themselves. They're either ace, and they can, or they don't have to, but they identify as ace, and they sometimes wear a black ring on their right middle finger. Let me see. Is there another? Okay, yeah. Okay. Now there is an asexual flag, and that is this. I have a little drawing of it. Sometimes black's on top. So it's also seen like this. So there's black, gray, white, and purple. And there are meanings for these. So black stands for asexuality. Gray stands for gray asexuality or demisexual. And I'll explain later what demisexuality is. White stands for non-asexual partners and allies. So basically what this is just because you're asexuality or demisexual, I just said that wrong. It doesn't matter if you're ace or demi, you can have a husband, wife, partner, all those. You can have them. It's just because, say you're ace and you don't have a sexual attraction to somebody, that doesn't mean that you can't have a boyfriend or you can't have a girlfriend. I mean, it all just determines on you. Like, it's kind of hard to explain being not ace. I'll put it in the demi perspective okay, to answer this, what is demisexual? A demisexual person does not usually experience sexual attractions, but can, after a strong emotional connection or similar requirements have been met. So basically, when an asexual person looks at a guy, they see a guy. For demisexuals, you look at a guy, you see a guy, and then if you have a strong emotional connection with that guy, then it's like that. Like, if you're not asexual or demisexual, basically you can be with a guy just any time, just kind of get the picture. But with demisexuals, you have to have a really strong emotional connection to somebody in order to be with them. So that kind of answers that question. I just took a bunch of normal questions I found off the internet and some that my friend had asked me. So white stands for non-asexual or demisexual partners and allies. Allies mean, this means your partners, friends, and all those people are your friends, boyfriends, girlfriends. They aren't asexual or demisexual. So that's what the white stands for. So we got asexual, demisexual, or gray asexual, and non-asexual. So this is like your boyfriends, girlfriends, friends in general. This is their line. They're not asexual or demisexual. And then purple stands for community. All that kind of explains itself. It's the community of the demis, the aces, and the non-asexuals. So that's what the flag stands for. So we'll hide that. We'll look that up again. We have asexual, demisexual, or gray asexual, non-asexual partners and friends or allies, and then community, which is the community of the asexuals. All right. The next question is, what is gray asexual? A gray asexual person experiences sexual attractions rarely or in small amounts. They exist in the gray area between asexual and sexual. So basically, they're just like demis. They rarely experience attractions to other people, and we exist in between the black, which is asexual, and the white, which is sexuals, normal people who aren't asexual or demisexual. We exist in the middle. So I hope this video really helped you guys out with just some basic questions as to like what's what means what. If you guys have any questions, comment them down below, and I will do my very best to answer them. If you have any questions about like pansexual, or I can't really think of any other ones except for that one, because one of my old foster sisters is pansexual. I can't think of any more. But if you guys have any other questions, comment them down below, and I will do my utmost best to find some stuff, find out information about them. So yeah, I hope you pups really enjoyed watching this video. I hope it was educational and very entertaining, I guess. Alright, pups. So, I will see you guys in my next video. So, yeah. Bye, guys.